There we go. How is it going, everybody? Welcome to another month in Project Vertigo and Idolfight Project, and a little bit late in the night for me, but nonetheless, here I am for it because I'm excited about doing another month here of the VertXIdol Alliance. Had your high school graduation today. Nice. Congratulations. It's all downhill from here. I think there was a couple things I wanted to do real quick. Let me see here. Okay, so I'm on Twitch in America. I could technically go on to YouTube in America, but let's do at least YouTube in Britain. I can't remember if I don't think it costs more money. I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost more money to do this, and I know we're not going to get anything anyway, so I think that's pretty much it. 6 months, late night. All right, hopefully I'm not about to bankrupt myself doing this. I guess we'll find out. There's that. Late night. Yo, this has been fucking weird. I've just been hearing shit. I don't know if it's just my house settling or what the fuck, but I've just been hearing shit tonight. It's freaking me the fuck out. Yeah, I don't think doing that would. I mean, but it already costs like $2,500 a show to do a show for this, so I'm a little about it, but 6 months and late night again, and 100%. Yeah, I see here. Would not pay anything per show. They wouldn't pay anything. No rights footage. So I think it should be fine. Check your walls. I mean, I usually am used to the clicking of the thermostat for when the AC turns on, but there's just been noises where it's just like, the fuck? Is someone here? Is this house haunted now? What the hell? All right. Shit, I don't remember. Okay, so I have my next TV show scheduled. Everything should be fine with that, right? Yep, availability-wise, everyone is available. So I think we're pretty okay with this. I would say, yeah, I'd say we're pretty good on that. We don't have a lot of money. We lost a lot of money, but I mean, $2,200 is not great, but if we can keep the worker costs like kind of down, $10,000 a month, we made that, that's not a ton of money, especially if we're doing more shows now in more places. That'll kind of up our sponsor money, I think, now that we're going to be in a bunch of different areas, so that should help. I guess we'll find that out. Making more money and upping prestige by doing weekly events. Yeah, but also I don't really have the money for more than 2 events a month, or with this one single TV show taping. I'm just going to be happy when the day comes that I can actually do a TV show taping and then like a separate live event, like a separate, like what does WWE call it? Is a premiere. Oh fuck! What do they call those things? They're not pay-per-views now. It's like premiere events or something like that. Yeah, I have for 2 a month, and that's what I was doing. But I premiere live events. Okay, yeah. Just call them. Everyone calls them pay-per-views. I don't know why they can't just be called pay-per-views. But I think I really wanted to try to do the TV tapings, and I think we can keep doing that. And I think the day will come by the end of the year that we'll be able to make enough money that we can do the TV tapings, and then a whole nother set for an actual event. And hopefully we can actually broadcast that too. Yeah. Kid Coheed subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think I'd have a lot of those. I usually kind of waver between like 1 and maybe 2. Daniel, how's it going? Oh my God. Holy shit, everybody's here. Was I trying to do anything? No, I already did some possible signings. I did cut a few people that no one was really, I think, caring about. My next live event, I believe, is already scheduled. So I've got Thursday week 2, and then Thursday week 3, I'll do the next one. So we're already good on all of that. So I'm not even going to worry about that. We'll just get to the next day. I miss you. I miss you too, man. I miss you too. I've been spending so much goddamn money on this house. I'll tell you what. It's oh shit. Actually, it hasn't even been my house so much. I realized after I bought this house, and I've realized probably just in the last couple of weeks that the previous owners didn't do shit to their HVAC system for years. Because I've looked and I've seen that the last like dates on the stickers for the furnace show 2016. And then I had to have my AC serviced, which I think I mentioned. Yeah, I went a couple days without AC, which really sucked because those also happened to be 90-degree days. But yeah, I ended up doing that, and the coils on it were so. He said it was so dirty. I just have to. He's like, I almost have to replace them, but I can. Yeah, he said your thing probably would have broke more if the coils weren't so unbelievably dirty. The Undertaker. Wait, how is he not retired even at this point? Can I sign him? That'd be great. Oh my God, I can sign the Undertaker. Can I sign him for a match? Be whatever is needed. Holy shit. Wait, am I on Idolfight? That would be amazing. Hey, how about you come to Japan? We'll have you wrestle Momo Watanabe. Yeah, it was a nightmare. It was not great. Oh, speaking of short lists, I need to get rid of people that I think I already have signed. I don't know if there are any. I think everybody else. Oh, Mia Momono can go because I already signed her. Let's see here. Rena can go. I already signed her. Risa Sarah, I already signed her. Sakushi, Yoshiko. I should always look and see how much she costs. Too much for right now. Taylor versus Nunzio. A way to set up TEW shared universe. I guess that could be like Dropbox or something. But yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's what you get with a game that's been programmed in like a 20-year-old programming language. Let's see here. Do I need to do anything? No, I don't need to do anything here. Nothing here. Oh, I guess I should look and see if there was anything else. Nope. Raven is working with IWA Mid-South. You know what? That kind of sounds about right. You play Football Manager? I, at one point, kind of played it. I've never played more than like a couple hours. I got to be honest. I can't remember. I think I bought it like on sale on my Switch because I knew I wasn't going to really want the whole full version of it. I wanted basically because the Switch version is basically the mobile version, which I think is a more condensed version. But NTR angles for the Idol show. I don't yet. Sign her, and we got 3 more coming up. Yeah, like Sarah Strobe. He really does. It's a great game though. It's just you know, it'll be interesting to see how Pro Wrestling Sim keeps turning out, because I haven't picked it up in a little bit, but it's been pretty good. I know they've added a lot to it since the last time I played it. Kind of like Markout, where the whole game just changed. But yeah, I need to check out Pro Wrestling Sim again, I think. Since I already have that, I just need to. I think the database stuff in there was a little bit more, not sketchy, but a little bit more involved than TEW. Let me see here. Yeah, he programmed it where, I mean, the thing doesn't even have specifically, like, the way that I can see this is because I have a special program that sizes my resolution down specifically when I play this. So it's kind of nice. So it's not just in a tiny box in the middle of my screen. It can actually fill up my whole screen. Thursday, I think we've done everything. Everything's good there. No one's leaving me there. And this, oh yeah, that's right. Preston Vance was sitting around not really doing much. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I know. That's kind of what happens with old ass games. I mean, dude, the thing is built with e-license. Champ Andy, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate the tier 1 subscription. Oh no. Now I'm not going to hear the end of that either. It's like, "Hey, bud, I'm giving you money. You better goddamn entertain me." I'm going to hear that shit at work. I just know it. Decide I was going to give you money. Charlie Tiger. Ice Ribbon hire Mina Shirakawa. Ice Ribbon's got a broadcasting deal with BR Live. Tom Lawler. MLW title. Yeah, I think it's just because of what this is written on. Is it's written on very old code. And then, of course, has very old, easily breakable... very old, easily breakable DRM. There we go. Everything's kind of good there. What real world mod is this? Oh boy, what was this? I think it'll tell me. Well, okay, so I'm using my own save data, but I think this is based off of, what was it? I think it was June 2020, RWC. Yeah, Real World Chronicles, June 2020. I think the first one that they did for TEW 2020. I want to say that's what it was, because I don't think they were quite ready for April. And then I also added the Indies Plus mod as well, I believe. Let me see here, because you can import data. So yeah, I have the Indies Plus mod, which I think actually did some duplicates, so that's kind of a pain in the ass. Other than that, I think everything else. Yeah, I think everything else that was RWC. I saw some stuff from the Who. In fact, he's been in here before. And yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. Fucking busted with just some basic pop. Pick up Nunzio. I don't even think he's in this. He might be. Who knows? Let me do. You know what? Let me do this first, because we're already done with that stuff. Is he in here as Nunzio? Is he in here as Little Guido? He's not in there. Oh, you know what? He's probably James Maritato. Yeah, there he is. He could be a ref. 170? No thanks. I'm good. What's his color skills at? 54. Refereeing is 62. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad, but I think I'm getting cheaper refs. Let me see here. How expensive are my refs? Justin King is making 60 a show. Scott Armstrong is our bigger one. He's making 90 a show. So, yeah. It's only worth the money. Alpha Wolf and Dragonbane. Alpha doesn't seem to be in here. Dragonbane. There's Dragonbane at least. Oh, he's written exclusive to AAA. So I can't get him there. That's been a lot of that too. Oh, let me see Vertigo. There should be some people I'm probably taking out. Like I already got Caesar, so I don't need him. Anyone else? I think most everybody else. Yeah, everyone else is a possibility, but yeah. Let's see. Friday, I think that's our TV show. All right, so we get 4 weeks of TV to book, quote unquote. We get 4 weeks of Twitch to book. No. Going to the Come and Go Theater. 250 whole people, and it's going to be half full. Perfect. Oh, God, everybody's here. Hi, Doc. He's free. Damn well in 2022 he's free. His cousin Alpha Wolf is in. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check that out. I got a series of people here. All right, 60-minute shows. We got 2 more episodes of Attack, followed by our final 2 episodes in the taping, which will be Undeniable. The good thing is for stuff like this, especially when I start this I got an incident. When I start this so late is that I've already got this stuff basically pre-written. Eric Cannon and Scott Armstrong. Cannon was brought before Wrestler's Court, failing to pick up his share of the tab at the bar. The judge, Scott Armstrong, found him guilty, sent him to buy drinks. All right. He was probably going to do that anyway. All right, so we could just build up this hour right quick. Starting off one-on-one, we got Caleb Conley, and we've got Jet Knight. There we go. Throw that in. 11 minutes total. Let me see here. It looks like Conley was going over. Eric Cannon ain't going to Wrestling Court. He's been around way too fucking long. You know, it was weird. It's weird now seeing Davey Richards show up to Iowa, because I was just thinking about this, because it's like, oh yeah, the last time I saw Eric Cannon wrestle, I think. Well, no, one of the first times I saw him wrestle was in like 2008 against Davey Richards, and it's just quite the difference between that and when I just saw him at Revolver in 2022. And of course, now I think enough time has passed that he's not getting jeered over what happened 10 years ago. I would not deal with that shit. Open match. Is it going to be decisive? He's definitely a roll up the tights kind of guy. Do something like that. We'll do flash pinfall. There you go. Grab the tights, feet on the rope, something like that. Not clean. Even 10 years ago. That's a good point. Here we go. All right, I'm just gonna clicky click. Clicky click. All right, that is 2 minutes. 2-minute segment. We've got Kyler Khan out there because he is with Caleb Conley. Heath Miller comes out. It looks like we'll do fighting and we'll do selling and we'll do charisma for him. This is minor success. This is minor defeat. Kyler Khan's neutral. There you go. Miller comes in, lays out Conley, challenges Khan for undeniable. And away we go with that. So now we've got another possible match set up. Well, I guess it's not even possible as much as it is. Hey, here's the challenge. There it is. Set it up for the show. All right, this is where the majority of our expenses are going. Ricky Starks, Eddie Edwards. Eddie is off screen. Ricky Starks is cutting a promo. Put them both over a little bit. Stark, my main event plans on beating Edwards, says he's washed up. All right, so he's just there, but he's not. That's also 2 minutes. There we go. 15 minutes in, we've got that. We've got tag team match. Let's see here. Boom. Let's do. Boy, the last 5 months, I tell you, this last 6 months difference between now how we're booking Wheeler Yuta and how Wheeler Yuta is actually being booked in real life. Holy shit, 6 months changes a lot. They'll be facing the Regal Twins. So Facade and Yuta facing off against the Regal Twins. Looks like a roll-up victory. Let's give Yuta the win. We'll make it, should we make it open? I think I made it this long because I wanted them to go all out. And we'll do open. And decisive win, but it is a roll-up. Here we go. 12. No, we were calling 14 for that. And I think that'll do it there. Then we've got... copy that. Got an angle. We got Neon Ninjas. Facade. Wheeler Yuta. They're going to get on the mics. They're going to lay down the challenge to whoever's the tag team champions. Oh my God. Lay down the challenge to whoever's the tag team champions after Undeniable. They want their shot. All right. We got another angle. Now, Eddie's going to have his 2 minutes to retort because we want to get the most out of how much we're goddamn paying these guys. Eddie's costing us like 400. Ricky Starks is costing us like 450. So yeah, we're going to get the most out of them in this one show. We're going to get a few deals here with them. So yeah, he's gonna talk, which is never his strong suit, but nonetheless, there you go. And we have our main event, which is where is it at? Now we've had the talking. Now we've got Eddie Edwards and Ricky Starks. There we go. And this is the semifinals for the Heritage Championship Tournament. Whoops. So we've got that set up. I have this going 23 minutes. Long match. Stark's getting the win. We're definitely going to go open, make it decisive. I think we're good. Book that. And then our closing segment on the show. Also, drop that here. 4 minutes. And this is with Darius Lockhart and crew. So that would be Lockhart, Daniels, and Timmy Lou Retton. And they are going to surround and beat down Chris Dickinson. Because there's been some shit talking, and they're gonna really start going at each other with that. So let's see here. Fighting. Actually, he's gonna cut a promo most likely. and then he's selling. So this is a minor success for these three, minor defeat in the beatdown for Dickinson, and we have got 60 minutes. Save that, bank it, and let's go. Make sure everything's good. Good. I like this. Just quick little bite-sized 8 to 9 segment things that I can shove out the door. All right. All right, here we go. Vertigo Attack number 5 here at Come and Go Theater. We are opening up the show with Kyler Khan bringing out Caleb Conley. They're still associated with one another. He's facing Jet Knight and goes just over 9 minutes. And Conley knocks him down and ends up using the ropes for leverage, gets the feet on the ropes. Ref doesn't see it, but nonetheless, he ends up getting the victory. Kyler Khan gets into the ring to raise his arm and celebrate with him. Heath Miller coming out of nowhere, coming from the crowd, ends up laying out Conley. Khan sees him and scurries out of the ring. Heath Miller grabs a microphone and he lays down the challenge for Undeniable. I don't even think we have anything officially for it, do we? Did I put some stuff in? We got the one match right now for sure. But we're laying down another one. Heath Miller laying down the challenge for 2 weeks from now for Undeniable at a pre-booked. Oh, no, not at booking sheet. Pre-book match. There we go. And he will be facing Kyler Khan at the premium live event. There you go. We'll just leave it like that because we're going to change it, of course. So there you go. Miller versus Khan is done and set up for Undeniable. Ricky Starks, he's in action tonight's main event against Eddie Edwards. And here in the semifinal matchup for the Heritage Championship Tournament, plans on beating Eddie Edwards, and he says that he wants. He's seen a lot of Eddie Edwards. He knows he's a veteran, but he's a young guy. He's much quicker, much stronger, and he says that Eddie Edwards is washed up, and he's going to prove it tonight. Tag team action: the Neon Ninjas coming out against the Regal Twins. Fast-paced action here between the Neon Ninjas and Regal Twins goes just over 11 and a half minutes, and looked like they might have been able to get a shocking win, the Regal Twins, but Yuta grabs Sterling Regal with a surprise cradle, rolls him up, and the Neon Ninjas take the win. Of course, the twins end up having excellent chemistry. That makes a lot of sense. And after that, Yuta and Facade grab a microphone, and they said that they know that the Tate twins and the End are going to be facing each other at Undeniable, and they want the tag champions afterwards. They want to be the next guys in line for the Vertigo Tag Team Championships. Eddie Edwards is, of course, lacing up his boots, getting himself ready. He talks about his career, the things that he's been able to accomplish, and the fact that in his time in both Ring of Honor and Impact, he's been able to deal with a lot of young punks, just like Ricky Starks. And tonight's just going to be another night where he has to prove that these young punks don't know anything about him. And we get to our main event. Eddie Edwards versus Ricky Starks goes over 20 minutes, nearly 21 minutes. And great matchup here. Ricky Starks, let's see, fantastic heat and good wrestling, so that's good. But nonetheless, Ricky Starks hits the Buster Keaton and gets the win over Eddie Edwards. And Ricky Starks has punched his ticket to Undeniable, and he will be fighting in the Heritage Championship final. And we go to the back as he is celebrating, and we see Chris Dickinson backstage. Darius Lockhart and the rest of his guys come around and surround him. There's a little bit of insults back and forth, a little bit of jaw-jacking before eventually they start beating him down. Dickinson puts up a fight, but it just wasn't enough as they continue beating him up. And Lockhart then starts yelling at him, and that is how we end our show. 47, I'll take it. Very, very nice. Let me see here. How have these normally gone? I see what, 52, 48, 53, 42. All right, so, 47's right around there. That's good. That's not too bad. I'll take it. All right. TV show number 2 for the month. I think I need to move this over so I can actually kind of see it. There we go. All right, another 60 minutes. Let's see here. We've got Angle to start this off. Boom, boom. We've got that. We've got Nick Dinsmore in his office. Ty Ray's going to come up to him and say that he wants himself a match at Undeniable. He's not been around for a little bit. So microphone. I guess it kind of puts them both a little bit over here. 3 minutes. There you go. Nice little opening segment there. Opening match, tag team. We have got the Throwbacks going up against, it looks like, the Body Guys. There we go. Actually, I have an idea. I booked something. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this the way it is. 13 minutes total for that. It looks like we've got, we'll have Jesse Goddard take the win here. Let's see. We'll keep this open. It'll be a tainted win. We'll have outside interference finish on, we'll say, Griff Garrison by, Caesar getting involved. There you go. And there we go. Take that. I think everything else is good to go. All right. Throwbacks and Body Guys done. And we got ourselves a couple more angles to do. Throw in the angle. Type that out. 3 minutes. It looks like Eric Cannon, of all people, is going to be coming out for the save on Garrison and Garrett. And let me see here. Jesse Goddard's, Sabby, and Caesar. And let's do, yeah, that's 3 minutes there. Fighting. They're going to be doing some selling. Caesar's going to be doing a little bit of acting. So I guess even after the match, a little bit of a minor defeat. This is minor success. These will remain neutral because they're getting saved. There we go. All right. We will... What is this? Another angle. Toss that in. Looks like Chris Dickinson, and he's going to be talking, of course, about the attack that he faced from Darius Lockhart. So we're going to get him backstage about that. Kind of puts them both over. Boom. 2 minutes. Quick little thing. There we go. I believe this is based off of what we had with last month, and that is, of course, Mata Abdel Hamid and Bobby Orlando. There we go. Toss that in there. We got 12 minutes, so we'll leave that as is. And we've got Mata taking the win. I say decisive win, and I think that's about it. There we go. And got our next angle. Drop that in. 2 minutes. And it looks like it is JT Dunn. He's going to be talking about Mike Bailey. He's not going to be on screen. but he will be cutting a promo about Mike Bailey because they are facing off in the main event tonight. Here we go, which is in like 2 minutes. Add this match, toss that in. We've got, oh no, we don't, no, it's not a match. It's an angle. It is an angle. There we go. 2 minutes. Tim Donst gets a quick little promo about Tommy Mercer, so we can build up their title match. So promo there. Build that up. All right, main event. We have got JT Dunn and Mike Bailey. And that is, whoops, Heritage Championship Tournament. There we go. All right, Heritage Championship Tournament semifinal. One of these two guys will face Ricky Starks at Undeniable for the Vertigo Heritage Championship. 19 minutes. Go there. Worker win. Mike Bailey. We'll keep this open. We'll make it decisive, and that's about it. Very simple little match. Two guys fight, one guy wins. Clean as a whistle. And one of my favorite little segments I like to do, especially with upcoming title matches, is we will have Rich Palladino, our color guy, sitting down with the champion Tommy Mercer for a sit-down interview. We'll have none here. We don't need any announcers for this. And talk to him about his upcoming title defense. Oh, not just Tommy Mercer, but also Pero and Odinson, the tag champions, since they're also fairly intertwined, but they'll be menacing while they do it. There you go. That should help. Boom. We save? Good. 60 minutes? Good. And everything else seems to be okay, so we'll start this show. All right, episode 6 of Vertigo Attack. We start off with Nick Dinsmore in his office. Tyree approaches him and has said that we are very close to Undeniable and that he has no match, he has nothing upcoming, and he demands his inclusion into Undeniable. And Nick Dinsmore says that he's going to see what he can do, see what he can whip up here to be able to get him a match at Undeniable. I guess I should have had Tyree actually follow a script or something. But nonetheless, Nick Dinsmore says, just hold on. Just wait. Come to Undeniable, and I should have something for you. And we get the throwbacks facing off against the Body Guys. Goes just over 10.5 minutes for our opening matchup. And looks like the throwbacks were going to get the win. However, Caesar Bononi attacks Griff Garrison. That stuns Garrison just enough for Jesse Goddard to hit him with the stunner. I didn't even know Goddard's used the stunner. But hits him with the stunner and ends up pinning him. And the Body Guys take the win here on Attack. And with that, he has had enough as drunken Eric Cannon comes out with kendo sticks and PBR to fend off Goddard and Sabby and Caesar. Starts beating Goddard and Sabby away. Caesar's left in the ring. Eric Cannon's got his PBR. And as Garrison and Garrett look on, as well as the other Body Guys outside of the ring, Eric Cannon starts dousing Caesar in PBR beer. And that is that segment. We go to the back with Chris Dickinson. He's got himself a vignette promo where we go back over Lockhart Inc.'s attack on him at the end of last week's show. And Dickinson says that he is officially challenging him, and he plans to fight him at Undeniable. And so the challenge is thrown down, and it will happen. We will get Chris Dickinson facing off against Darius Lockhart. There we go. Throw that in there. We also have, I'll do it a little bit later, I guess, since we'll have that. We go to our next match. Been a bit of a feud here. Bobby Orlando wanting to get the better of Mada Abdelhamid. Mada's been always able to kind of get the better of him, though, and just sort of overpower him. Bobby Orlando threw down the challenge again to face him. And so we get this matchup, and not too much to say. He tried his best, but in just over 9.5 minutes of toying with him a little bit, Mada Abdelhamid ends up slamming him down and pins him, and then walks right back out. We got JT Dunn. He's going to be in the main event coming up in just a few minutes. He is preparing for it. He's getting his boots laced up and his wrist tape on. And he says he's been in the same locker rooms before with Mike Bailey, and he's excited. And he says that Mike Bailey will be perhaps his biggest win that he has, and he plans on winning the Heritage Championship at Undeniable. We get Tim Donst with a vignette where he's, let's say, walking around the sidewalks onto darkened streets, and talking about his career as a technical wrestler, and he plans to put on a wrestling clinic for Tommy Mercer. He knows that Mercer is powerful, he's very strong, and he plans on out wrestling Tommy Mercer and taking the Vertigo World Championship away from him at Undeniable. Main event time, JT Dunn versus Mike Bailey in the semifinals for the Heritage Championship. Just under 17.5 minutes, a very good match. It looks like great wrestling and decent reaction. Mike Bailey gets JT Dunn down, hits him with the shooting star knee drop, and he will be going to the Heritage Championship match, as we can now officially book that. The finals of this tournament, Absolute Ricky Starks going up against Speedball Mike Bailey. And let's see. Vertigo Heritage title. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't pre-book this because technically we're not going to be using Undeniable. Oh my God, that's right. That's why I didn't do this. It's because we're not using this, because it's just going to be another TV taping. So who gives a shit? This doesn't even matter. Whatever. I'll just leave it. I'll fix it afterwards. Not like we're going to be using it. But it will be Absolute Ricky Starks versus Speedball Mike Bailey for the inaugural Vertigo Heritage Championship. And we go to our final segment, a sit-down segment before the next 2 weeks, which will be Undeniable. Rich Palladino sits down with the World and Tag Team Champions, the 3 champions that Vertigo has right now. Sits down and talks to them about their upcoming title defenses and what they plan. Of course, Mercer plans on doing what he always does, but he's not taking Tim Donst lightly. He's seen the wins that he's been able to rack up. Pero and Odinson are extremely excited to get into the steel cage with the Tate twins, and they plan on fully ripping the Tate twins apart for the tag titles inside that steel cage. And that is how we end the go-home show of Vertigo Attack. Now, it is still technically Attack, but our next 2 shows will officially be the Undeniable program. By the way, you were talking about 10 million more. Did I even book them? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. I think I put them somewhere. I think I put them somewhere. I feel like I really did. I wouldn't just completely forget about them. Calvin Tankman's getting pretty big too. He's not like officially signed with anybody, but he's definitely getting a hell of a lot bigger than he was like 6 months ago. So that's interesting to see. All right. Starting that off. All right. Opening angle. Boom. Tankman get world. Just have Tankman and Lamar win everything. That's how actually we're going to do this. All right. Nick Dinsmore is going to come out. Is going to talk to the crowd. Thank everybody. Minor success there. Basically, Dinsmore welcoming everyone on Twitch and now around various parts of, Britain and where's it at? There's someone here. Coverage. There we go. So yeah, what is it? Britain and Canada and Australia. Welcoming them on YouTube as well. To Undeniable will be held over 2 weekly shows. Wait, so is there 2 after Undeniable? No, these are the these next 2 weeks, these next 2 weekly shows, the 3rd and 4th show and the taping are going to technically be Undeniable. That's going to technically be our big show. It's just going to be, instead of it being its own show right now because I can't really afford it, it's going to be placed within the TV tapings. So, as that, we're actually doing our opening matchup with that, and that is Darius Lockhart and Chris Dickinson. And 12 minutes on that. And let's see here. I have, trying to see here. I have something that I booked. I feel like I don't know if I want to change it or not. I'm trying to figure out if I want to change the booking right now. Like, who am I going to use more later on? Yeah, let's go Lockhart. Let's do that. Open match. It'll be a tainted win. There'll be some cheating involved with it. I think a distraction finish on Dickinson from Jerome Daniels will be good. There you go. And then Lockhart can have the win there. Boom. All right. How much did you plan in the future when you had the Wi-Fi problems? I mean, I had the whole month planned. So it's kind of nice I'm able to just sort of like copy paste. Like I had everything filled out for that already. So that's kind of nice. And I also have a little bit extra planned for the future, at least for my Joshi stuff, considering I have one of my big events coming up in just a few months. In like what, 3 months? Yeah. So let's see here. Chris Dickinson, Darius Lockhart, Jerome Daniels, Timmy Lou Retton. All right, so he's going to sell. And then I guess they'll just do their charisma for this. So they're going to quickly beat him back down. He's going to be left laying. And then they're going to pose over him. Boom. I try not to plan too far in the future, because especially with how volatile being a like a local promotion is, you never know who's just going to leave, who's going to get signed, anything like that. So I don't really plan too far in advance. I'll try to plan something, but yeah, I don't ever like to cement anything down. Let's see here. I'm kind of looking at this real quick. Match promos. Okay, so we've got Heath Miller will have one. And Kyler Khan. There you go. Boom. And then, you know what? Caleb Conley will be there too. He doesn't say anything, but he'll get a bit of a rub being associated with Khan for the promo leading up to the match. And we will have Heath Miller and Kyler Khan. There we go. That goes 10 minutes. Man, I didn't do too much with him. Yeah, so let's see. Come on. Heath Miller getting the win. Maybe not quite domination, but I'm going to probably leave it the way it is right now. Decisive win. I think that's about it. Probably not going to use a finish for it. Heath Miller will get distracted by Caleb Conley, but it's not going to factor into the finish. It'll be a false finish one. It'll be like, oh my God, he's going to do it. Nope. There we go. Put that in there. Oh, do I have the local workers that I was going to do? I forgot that I was going off of a possible local guy who's kind of here, but you know what? I did just sign a guy. So I think I might use him instead. Maybe. Because I'm realizing now I'm probably not going to use him. Probably not going to sign him, so let me think here. I could use someone that I'm already kind of using. Tyray's coming out, and we'll have Preston Vance. We just signed him. There you go. Tyray out. Demands fight. Whoops. Vance comes out. Poses with. Poses. I was going to say, for the ladies. But Ray lays him out. And so 5 minutes of this. Tyray's going to come out, cut himself a little bit of a promo. Preston Vance, I guess he'll sell. We'll use entertainment for this one. Minor defeat. By the way, I already had an idea of what I was going to use Preston. What's his gimmick? Cocky? Not quite cocky. What was it that I was going to call him? I think it was Silent and Sexy. Silent and Sexy. Preston Vance. Is it creative? It's very unique. So you know what? We'll do that. Swagger. Yes. There you go. Whoops. We'll adjust that because apparently they don't like the ampersand. So we'll just get rid of that. There we go. I mostly did that because if I remember right, yeah, his charisma and microphone skills are garbage, but his sex appeal is way up. So his whole gimmick, I'm literally making his entire gimmick to stand there and look pretty. Literally. That's his entire gimmick. Stand there, look pretty. Guess who he's joining up with? I was gonna say, what's his selling look like? 51? Would they not be happy if I used sex appeal for this? It would help get him over, I think. I don't know if they'd appreciate it. We'll find out. We'll find out. Will it say in the booking analysis? All right, it doesn't say, so I'm not gonna worry about it, I guess. All right. I like this a little bit better. You know what? I'll take that. I like it a little bit better. Get him a female valet. I could do that. That can talk. I have a plan for him. I already have a distinct plan for him. I already have a very distinct plan for what I'm going to do with him, and it will involve someone who can talk, so that won't be too much of an issue. There we go. And that is 2 minutes. Let's see. We've got we've got Pero, we've got Odinson and Tommy Mercer. And they're once again, whoops, they're going to be in the back preparing themselves for the cage match. Our main event. 2v2. No, not default. Not default. All right. Thanks for dropping by. I do appreciate it, though. Thanks for being here. Cage Classic. There you go. I always, you know what? I want to bring that back as a thing. That needs to be a thing. The classic steel cage. Doesn't AEW do that, right? AEW doesn't really do escape steel cage matches. They haven't done a whole lot of them, but I'm pretty sure they don't do that. I think they do the classic pinfall and submission. But that's why I always call it the no escape cage match. So you want to train the audience to know that they are not going to be escaping the cage. It is meant to keep them in. And tag titles on the line. Let's go. Odinson. Could be either or. Doesn't really matter. Open match between them. Decisive win. I wonder if we should keep the Tate twins strong. Where's that bit in here? I think it'll be fine. I think as long as they have an open match, it'll be good. Straight up. There you go. Pinfall finish. Make sure whatever it is done with a pinfall. Do they have a tag team finisher? If they don't, we should put one in. Let's see here. The end. They don't have a finisher. Shit. What should their finisher be? I keep thinking like some power bomb. This is gonna kill me because I want to give them some sort of finisher. I can even just make it. I can just even make a name out of it. Let's see. For something like the end, we can name the finisher Last Rites. How about that? Or no, you know what? No, yeah, we'll call it that. Why not? There you go. And I think that's about... Oh, we got one more little bit. Whoops. Hang on. Do an angle. Throw that in there. 2 minutes. And, of course, have a little bit of the after match. We'll actually have them sell their match. That was we'll make it like, hey, these guys went through a war. These guys actually went through a war, dragging themselves out like this. There you go. They're not completely unfazed by it. There you go. All right, and that is the 60 minutes. 9 segments, 60 minutes, and we're good. I think we can go ahead and start the show. All right, here we go. The third episode of the TV taping, also known as week number 1, night number 1 of Undeniable. Of course, in the 2 one-hour shows here on Twitch as well as YouTube in, Canada, Australia, and Great Britain. Nick Dinsmore comes out to welcome everyone. This is their first real big episode. They've had, six TV shows basically leading up into this. This was the first official real big event that they've had, and the one that their first big one they're really able to broadcast. And it will be held over 2 weekly shows. So over the next hour tonight and hour next week, you will get the big time shows for Undeniable. And of course, we're going to start off with Darius Lockhart and Chris Dickinson. These guys fight just over 9.5 minutes back and forth between the two of them. Jerome Daniels gets himself involved to distract Chris Dickinson and allows Darius Lockhart to put him down and get the win. And Darius Lockhart, not the cleanest win by any means, is going to go ahead and get the victory here tonight. And afterwards, they're going to stand over Dickinson's fallen body as he's still recovering from it, as Lockhart, Daniels, and Timmy Lou Retton all stand over him and raise their fists before they walk out. As Lockhart Inc. very successful tonight. We get some pre-match promos backstage. Heath Miller's, of course, backstage preparing for his match. He says that Kyler Khan is a little shit and was completely disrespectful to a veteran in this business like Heath Miller is. He plans to teach a little modicum of respect and show that he is not nearly as the success that he thinks he is. Kyler Khan, on the other hand, has Caleb Conley with him. He's holding up his books. And he is slightly unhinged as he considers Heath Miller to be ungrateful for the advice that he gave him, the work that he put into him to try to make him who he is. And Kyler Khan says he's going to beat that ungratefulness out of him tonight and teach him what success in professional wrestling it truly is. And that leads us to our next match. Heath Miller and Kyler Khan. Goes just over 7.5 minutes. Khan did what he could, but Heath Miller, of course, the ring veteran, able to hit him with the sweetness and get the win. Even after Caleb Conley tried to distract Heath Miller to help Kyler Khan win, just barely kicking out, and Heath Miller eventually getting the win in 7:41. And we go back out. After everything is cleared out, we get Tyree. Of course, he said, Nick Dinsmore said he was going to find an opponent for him. He was going to have a match tonight, and talks about how he should be in line for the Vertigo World Championship. Of course, he's had setbacks, but he plans on changing that tonight, as he says Nick Dinsmore and his hand-picked opponent will be beaten here. And we get Preston Vance coming out, and he doesn't really seem to say anything, doesn't seem to do a little bit. He takes off his jacket and shows off his abs. Tyree is just a little bit weirded out by him, and as he does some more poses and starts going around the ringside to impress the ladies while not even saying anything, Tyree ends up laying him out with a big right hand, and then grabs a chair and whacks him with a chair as well. Leaves him laying. Tyree says he doesn't even want to face Preston, and walks on out. And Preston is then helped by the referee to the back. Bell never rings, and we never officially get a match. And we get Pero Odinson and Tommy Mercer backstage. Pero and Odinson preparing for their match up here for tonight's main event as the cage is lowering. And they psych themselves up as they are ready. And they are ready, and they are out for blood in tonight's No Escape Steel Cage matchup. Vertigo tag titles on the line. The former champions, the Tate Twins, challenging the End, this time inside a No Escape Steel Cage. And superb wrestling and decent reaction. Goes just over 18 minutes, but eventually the End pull out what is called the Last Rites, a new finisher that they have created, something never before seen, as it ends up taking out the Tate twins, and they get the pin, and the end walk out. Still the Vertigo Tag Team Champions, their third official defense of the tag titles. You going to bed? All right, see ya. Thanks for being here. The End drag themselves out of the cage and walk out with their titles. But once again, still the champions with that. And that is the end of show number 347. All right, not too bad, not too bad. We've got one more show left for Vertigo this week. Good Lord, finally. You know, the real pain in the ass is when we actually get to the Joshi stuff. That's really where it's going to be. Hope you stream more. I'll definitely have to do that. Definitely make sure to do that. All right. Let's see. All right. 60 more minutes to book here, at least for this, and then we'll be done with Vertigo at the very least. 1 minute. Nick Dinsmore coming out. What should he be rated on for this? Let's do his charisma. Why not? He's just presenting the new Heritage Championship, which of course I haven't designed yet. So am I almost done? I'm almost done with Vertigo, but I still have 2 more events to book with Idolfight. So I'm almost done with this, but I've still got all the Joshi stuff to do because I'm only in week 1. So if you wanted to stay for that, I'll at least have this done here pretty soon. Make it a default match so I can do that. Let's see here. 1v1. We've got Absolute Ricky Starks. And we have got Speedball Mike Bailey, also known as Fucking Expensive and Fucking Expensive. And we're going to have our inaugural Vertigo Heritage Champion. This is going to go 16 total minutes. Crown a new champion. Hope this gets you back into wrestling. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I don't know. I've watched a fair bit and I read about it, but I don't know. It's weird. I don't really watch it nearly as much as I used to. Open matchup for sure, though. Decisive victory? Yeah, we'll do decisive victory. I think that makes sense. You know what? Let's bust out a submission finish. I think the story of maybe him attacking Mike Bailey's legs, he does a lot of his karate stuff, forcing him to eventually tap out. I think that'd be a good story. Yeah, I'll keep tabs on stuff, but that's about. I don't even spend much time anymore on like pay-per-views or anything. Like shit, I kind of realized it was like WrestleMania happened, and I was like, eh. You know what I watch? I watch DDT and Tokyo Joshi Pro. I've got friends that can. I got friends that I have scarred with DDT and Tokyo Joshi Pro events. That I'll just be on Discord and I'll be like, yeah, I'm just watching this. I'm watching Japanese wrestling. And they're like, oh, here we go. Watching Japanese wrestling again. I think that's the thing now. It's like, you know what? It's just kind of fun and lighthearted and exciting. Why not? Let's see here. Ricky Starks. Oh, I forgot I was bringing him back. All right. Shit just got real. There we go. Minor defeat and a minor success for a returning Ryan Davidson. If not, you know, find your own passion with wrestling by booking your own stuff that you like. That's what I do. That's what makes this almost cathartic, really. Effie, Taylor Wyndham. I forget why I put them in a match, but I put them in a match next time. Minor successes for both. 2 minutes. There we go. Quick little promos. All right, 6-man tag match. 6-man tag team action. We've got, boom, body guys on one side, throwbacks on the other. Of course, with the body guys, you'll have Caesar. With the throwbacks, you'll have Eric Cannon. There we go. Good little 6-man tag team action. Dropped off this because you were there for Hawkeye Pro. I get it. Eventually we might have something. We might have something here. You know, I always try to make it, you know, somewhat exciting and yeah, especially since booking that was fucking long. This is gonna be even long because now it's 2 companies. But yeah, I figured at least with like TV tapings, you can kind of segment things out a little bit, and that might help. I think it does help, honestly. Because now it doesn't feel like 2 huge, like long 3-hour events. It's like, all right, everything has to be concise in this like bite-sized little format. And I kind of like it that way, honestly. Let's go Garrett getting the win. You know what? Eric Cannon's been there for them. Eric Cannon gets the win. We'll let Sabby take the loss here. Yeah, it was a long time to book. See, that is exactly why you see here I do a lot of copying and pasting, because before I ever turn on this stream, I know segment by segment when I'm going to book. Like I've got 2 2.5 hour, like 2 long events I've got to do for my Joshi promotion after this. It's all booked segment by segment. I know what the fuck I got to book, so it's hopefully going to go a little bit faster, because trust me, I knew doing even those 2 weekly shows was like, holy shit, this is taking for fucking ever to do it. I do understand it. Yeah, and you need the storylines. Yeah, so I think it helps because I just take my free time and I'm just like, all right, we're gonna get it all done. We're gonna all have it in the books, and I know what's gonna happen. So that makes things go a little bit faster. Like even here, you know, it's like, all right, copy it. I know exactly what I want to book. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Just throw that in there. 2 minutes. And it has, oh shit. There it is. Calvin Tankman, Trey Lamar. And we're doing Facade and Wheeler Yuta. And they're all going to have a promo because they're facing off next week. Big tag team match. Boom. Even MMA's getting tired. I get it. You know what it probably is? It's just, you know, the last 2 years have just depressed a lot of people, I think. I've known a lot of friends, at least a few, that have gotten on antidepressants because just everything from the last couple of years has just been like bearing down on them. And I understand, like, you know, you have the responsibilities to deal with, and you kind of like looking at everything. It's like, oh shit. Let's see here. This is a Tim Donst promo. We'll do, I guess this is microphone. Yeah, we'll do that. Minor success, helps puts himself over here. Cornhole. Dude, I remember when COVID first started happening and ESPN actually aired the Cornhole Championship because there wasn't any other live sports going on. Everything was shut down. So they actually played the Cornhole Championship because at least that's not, you know, you could separate yourself far enough. You could still do it. It was kind of interesting. Honestly, it's like this, when is this going to happen again? I didn't realize just how fucking big the thing gets. How big is this? Oh my God, just grab a thing. Look how big that thing is. Well, it might not look at it for you, but for me, it's 32-inch TV, 720p resolution. Let me see here. I get excited about hockey, mostly because my team's doing well. So I can get excited about that. Let's see here. Vertigo World Title. 21 minutes. And let's see here. Tommy Mercer walking away with it. We've got an open match. We've got a decisive win. You know what? I think it'll be fine. I want Tim Donst to look strong. I want this to be a match where it was like Tim Donst tried his goddamnedest to do it. But in the end, it was not enough. There we go. All right, one more minute. Soccer's fun. Basketball has an on-off. I understand. Let's see here. Copy and paste. 1 minute. Tommy celebrates. Tim Donst does not. They're both selling their match, though. Minor success and neutral. Because he already lost. We don't need to rub dirt in the wound. All right. You're a Bubba fan. Seeing his pit crew do their job just makes you lose the will to live. Jesus. Are they not good? I can imagine. Maybe they'll take Kurt Busch's. Busch seems to be doing better. All right, 60 minutes done and done. All right, night number 2 of Undeniable 2022. Nick Dinsmore opens the show with a brand new Heritage title, of which I do not have a graphic for. I will do that eventually. But here we go. We are finally crowning a new champion, the Heritage Champion, an up-and-coming championship, up-and-coming singles championship. And superb wrestling in great heat, just over 13 and a half minutes. Ricky Starks really working on Mike Bailey's legs to eliminate the karate kicks from Speedball. And he ends up getting, I don't know what he'd probably do, like an Indian Deathlock, whatever the thing that Triple H used to do. I don't know. Something like that, or some sort of knee bar. But nonetheless, Mike Bailey has to tap out. The pain has been too much. And Ricky Starks is the inaugural Vertigo Heritage Champion. Arco West Pit Crew. Hey, you know what's good? IndyCar. IndyCar's fun. You know, I've been getting, you know, I've like moved over because I wasn't even a big NASCAR guy for quite a while to begin with. But like now it's like, oh, IndyCar's been pretty fun. I've been watching that. The Pinty series is going on now. They don't race all the time. I think they only race like once every 3 or 4 weeks or so, something like that. But IndyCar and Pinty series has been my thing. And then SRX when it comes up. I understand, though. I understand not, you know. Oh, you're an F1 fan? Okay. Well, at least that's been kind of exciting. I don't know so much about this year, but last year was. Oh, you went to the Miami race. I want to go to the Vegas race when it happens. I just know I won't have the money. I know I won't have the money for the Vegas race. I won't even have enough money for COTA. All right, so yeah, Ricky Starks celebrates becoming the new champion, raises the belt, and the lights go off. The lights come back on. Starks is still dumbfounded. He's sitting there with the belt. Ryan Davidson, who we haven't seen since Wrestle Zenith back in December, has shown back up and lays him out from behind. And as Starks is laying in a heap with his newly won championship, Ryan Davidson walks back out. We have a match next week on Attack. Effie versus Taylor Wyndham. Oh yeah, you need to sell your kid's grandson to get a cheap seat. I imagine they're probably super expensive. It's Vegas. It's the first F1 race there. Yeah. Maybe Coda's the way to go. I don't know. Or Indy. I know Indy hasn't had the greatest although it is the Indianapolis 500, so even then they're probably still expensive. Oh, that would be IndyCar, not F1. But yeah, I'm guessing if I wanted to go to Coda, it would still be expensive because it's Formula One and everyone's making a shitload of money. It's in the tens of thousands. Are you kidding me? Jesus fucking Christ. All right, well. So I'm not going to the Vegas one. How about Coda? What does Coda look like? Is it also tens of thousands? I guess I'll just stay here and go to the dirt tracks. I'll go to some sprint car races here. We get some good sprint car races going on. I did get a ticket to one of the races. Sorry, I'm babbling on about this. Effie versus Taylor Wyndham for next week, and we get promos from each of them. I don't know exactly how it would go, but we get just each of them gets a little 60-second promo to shit talk the other person. Taylor Wyndham, of course, has got his desk with all of his papers, talking about. Well, no, he's still doing his gimmick. So he's talking about the gay agenda and taking on the gay agenda next week. Miami Aftermarket was in the tens of thousands. Vegas will be 10 times that. Fuck. Yeah, you know what? I'll just be happy with my really cheap seat. I got a nice cheap seat to IndyCar when they come in July. I'm not going to the Saturday night race because I'll be out of town, but I'll be back for Sunday. So that's Sunday afternoon race. Yeah, and sprint car racing, of course. I mean, I live near the sprint car capital of the world, so that's honestly works out for the better. 6-man tag, Cesar Bononi and the Body Guys taking on Eric Cannon and the Throwbacks. A little bit back and forth action between them, but just over 9.5 minutes. Eric Cannon gets a hold of Sabby as the Throwbacks are laying in on the Body Guys outside. Eric Cannon hits the swinging neck breaker on Sabby, and it gets the win for himself and the Throwbacks here in this 6-man tag. Even Coda's expensive? Fuck me. All right. Tankman and Lamar versus the Neon Ninjas announced for next week. Promos by both teams. A little 60-second promos where Tankman and Lamar are looking to come back into the tag title scene after their loss at Wrestle Zenith. And the Neon Ninjas both believe that they are the next tag team champions, or at least the contenders for it, and say as much, and consider Tankman and Lamar simply a stepping stone to that title match. So next week, Tankman and Lamar, Facade and Wheeler Yuta. The entire weekend was in 100 degrees. I mean, it is Miami, so yeah, that makes sense. Shittiest stands with no cover. Good God. Yeah, you know what? IndyCar doesn't sound too bad. Tim Donst before the main event, a vignette plays about his career and how major companies just seem to have not taken a chance on him. And he's looking to prove these major companies wrong tonight by facing Tommy Mercer and taking the Vertigo World title. He feels that becoming Vertigo World Champion and proving that he can be a champion is his big step towards perhaps finally being seen in the spotlight. And we get Tommy Mercer versus Tim Donst for the Vertigo World Championship. Superb wrestling in great heat. Just over 19 minutes. Tim Donst worked his ass off to try to make it happen. But nonetheless, Tommy Mercer hits the red sky on him, lays him out, gets the 3 in the middle of the ring, and Tommy Mercer is still the Vertigo World Champion. And that is defense number 3 for Mercer And of course, he's going to celebrate with the title and back up the ramp, as he does look a little bit tired. That definitely took a little bit out of him, but Tim Donst definitely looks dejected in the middle of the ring, like he completely failed tonight. And I guess we'll find out the fallout next month. 46. That's all right. Could have been better. I think it's probably because that title match at the end, I kept Don strong, so that probably affected it. Lost your car, paid $80 to find it. Water was $6. Jesus Christ. Had to drink at least 10 of them. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? Knoxville and Iowa Speedway don't sound too bad. That sounds pretty okay. Oh my God, Dragon Gate. Oh, that's right. That's been the running gimmick. Dragon Gate totally going to be getting new people. Still, don't know who. They always keep saying they're gonna get more people, but not yet. Oh, look at all that money we're in debt. That's all right. We're gonna do pretty okay, honestly. Now that I think about it, $11,000 a month. We're at $1,800. We're gonna get probably about another $9,000. We're not gonna lose a lot of money on this month. That's not too bad. We're not gonna lose our asses too badly. That's we're getting there. We're moving along. Food was good. I can imagine. I mean, you're in Miami. The food has to be good. Oh. Yeah, and my IndyCar tickets were like with fees $64. Of course, I got the cheapest flex tickets, and it's like 2 months out. And I think now it's like 65 plus fees, so it's probably like 70. But I was like, yeah, why not? Excuse me? I just realized Kota Ibushi has joined the Bullet Club. Oh boy. Is this going on the tweets? Is this going to be another thing? Their best decision brought in food trucks. Well, that's good. Dragon Lee staying with PWG, most likely. National Pro Wrestling Day. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. Do they still do that? That was mostly just Chikara that gave a shit about it, as far as I remember. If I remember right. National Pro Wrestling Day. That's your main event. Dario Baronata and Dementia DeRose. The Elite? Oh, it's a different Elite. Two guys and then Devon's sons. Okay. What an event. Let me see here. 4 days until Idolfight's deal. They went 20 grand for paddock passes. Of course they did. It's like I said, it's F1. There's a lot of money going in and out the door there. They're being sold aftermarket for 40 grand. Oh my God. Then we got ours aftermarket for 1,800 for 2 tickets. Jesus, that's still so much fucking money. Hey, 4,500 people watched us. That's good. We're getting up there. Now that we've got it available to more people. Hey, look, 4,500 people. Holy shit. I still got 2 more goddamn events to do. It's past midnight already. I'm sweating. I don't know why. I've got a fan on me, but yeah, it's getting rough. Come on. Christopher Daniels to retire. Oh boy, that sucks. Let's see. Nothing else really here. I'm gonna have to start moving it a little bit harder, I think. That's all right. We did that whole thing within like an hour, so that's not too bad. They were the worst 3-day seats. Jesus. Had a marina. Of course they did. It's once again, of course they did. It's Formula One. Notica Tenma wants more money. $60 pay rise? Yeah, sure, why not? $60, go ahead. Herniated spinal disc. Jesus. They wanted to build a pool. The city wouldn't let them. Let me see here. Around a year. Oh, good. Takumi Iroha's gone for the next year. Jesus Christ. Maybe that'll let her not be worth so much. Then I can get some. Get her on the cheap. Here we go. Actual marina with the water in the city said no. That almost sounds like one of those things that I'm kind of surprised like DeSantis didn't come in and was just like, you know what? We're going to give some money to because he just gave money to Miami for the one of their towers to renovate it. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if it was like, yeah, we're going to give a few $1 million to Formula One to build this stuff too. So Miami can have a top-notch Formula One race. Let's see here. Dark gets new slot. Oh shit. AEW Dark shown. Dark is going to be on MTV, Sportsnet Pacific, Rogers TV. That's the thing. Dark AEW Dark on MTV, TNT series, Rogers again. Bea Priestley and Will Ospreay split up. Let's see here. El Desperado got sidelined. Dragon Gate's still looking at getting people. AEW signing some people. That might have a little bit more. That might have a little bit more to it. Dominic Mysterio and Chad Gable are definitely two of them. So there you go. It's at least that. Race should have been on the Bayside. It was right on the water. Been majestic. Seems the city just didn't really want the race. Who knows? Who knows? Ow. Dynamite. Nothing going on here. Martina. Okay. Extension for Dragon Lee. As far as I kind of knew that was going to happen. Everything else good. All right. Jesus H. Christ. Yokohama Radiant Hall. No, we're gonna stay at Shinkiba until we can fill this up, and then Shinjuku face afterwards. There you go, Shinkiba. Still getting their asses suit out of court. That makes okay. Sounds about right. 271. They're expecting 266, so we might get very close to a sellout. Because we seem to be doing a little bit bigger than usual. So I'll take that. All right. Holy shit. All right. We've got 16 segments. I can knock these bad boys out. Let's do this. And, oh, fuck. You're killing me. You're killing me. Backstage incident. Kyoko Kimura. Oh, no. Oh, she got a poker tournament. Okay. All right. Add an angle. 5 minutes. And that's got Momo. I need to get a new Momo picture now that she's got an updated look. A lot of them I think have updated looks now. Even the drivers are overheating? Yeah, that sounds about right too. It's fucking Miami. It probably actually would have been a little bit cooler if they were seaside, basically, if they built it closer to the actual fucking ocean. This is entertainment. This is putting her over. Boom. We get just a nice little tune-up match. Momo, and I think, yeah, this is her debut. This is Rena. So now we're tossing Rena in there for her debut. Of course, because she's facing off against our strong champion, she's gonna get her ass kicked. Momo's gonna win, and that's pretty much it. It's gonna be decisive. It's certainly gonna be decisive. Boom. No, we're not putting the title on the line. Heat game was going on. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they had the NBA going on at the same time. Oh, that must have been a fucking disaster. I didn't even think about that. The NBA playoffs going on in the same city as Formula One had to have been a disaster. Let's see here. Hikari and Ram out. Okay, so we've got Hikari Noah. We've got Ram. And they're going to talk. So entertainment, since they're not doing vignettes or backstage, they're actually out in the deal. We've got a match. Toss that in there. We've got Hikari, and Mio Momono. I feel like I probably booked that last time. This feels like something I booked last time. 20 minutes though. Let's see. Noah gets the win. Make it an open match. She's definitely going to cheat because that's kind of her deal. Exit to the mall, connected to the amphitheater, and the mall itself is flooded. Oh my god, this just sounds like a disaster. I don't know. Nothing about this sounds like the race. Nothing about the race. It's like, no, everything around it was just an unmitigated disaster. There we go. I bet you I could find someone talking about it. This sounds like something that a racing YouTuber would talk about. This ain't the race. I know, that's the thing, is all this experience doesn't even put the race in here. Let's see here. Mika and Ram. Oh, this was a concert. This was just a concert. Okay. She's challenging. Ram's going to use her charisma. Why not? Puts them both slightly over for it. So there you go. Next one. All right. Last month, Yuki Aino came to her sister's aid. So we've got Notica with her sister. But they're also doing a 6-person tag. So Mei Saruga's out there with them. So microphone, well, actually no, entertainment. Since they're out in the ring, they can interact with the crowd, puts them all over a little bit. There we go. And match. Just made a massive red patch. Oh my god. 6-person tag. We've got Makaretsu sisters and Mei Saruga taking on Sleep Train Angels and Arisu Endo. Yep, looks like I got that right. Boom, boom. 15 minutes. Easy peasy. Will help Mei get a win. Oh. Who should take the loss? Unagi can take the loss. Make it open, just so it feels like it was a competitive match. But really, the former champion's going to get her win back. We need that shit. You only saw less than half the concert? Jesus. All right, so we got that. We've got this. Oh, I need to do a local worker signing. Where is he at? There he is. 80? About 70. Do it. Who got this photo of Drew Parker, by the way? Who got that photo of him? Add an angle. Because once again, Miyako Matsumoto is going to be taking Lady C to help her get some edge. Last event, they had her deal with Jun Kasai. Now we're going to add another deathmatch guy in Drew Parker. So have a little bit going on there between them. Book that, and there we go. All right, next angle. Toss that in. And it looks like the strong kickers. We've got Yuki, Kamifuku, Mirai, and we might as well throw in Marika Kobashi as they're berating people on the street. Kind of puts them over a little bit. That's also 3 minutes. Book that. All right, one-on-one. I know this was booked beforehand. Rin Katakura, Honori Hana. I think that was booked last month. And by last month, I mean 6 months ago when I played this. 18 minutes total. And it looks like Honori Hana's going to win. And open match and decisive win, because it's going to be pretty much a straightforward match. There we go. All right. 2 more angles, at least until our next match. Another 3 minutes. Let's see here. Honori Hana. And I see Revelation. So we've got Abaddon and Haraneko. So they're going to come out and attack. So selling and fighting and fighting. Minor defeat. Minor successes for both of them for the attack. Boom. We've got a tag team run-in on this. 3 minutes there. We've got Haraneko and Abaddon. They're going to be... We're going to be having... Whoops. Risa Sarah and Rina Yamashita. And it's just going to be selling and fighting, which should be very good for Sarah and Rina. Minor defeats here with both of them. I'm feeling tired and I'm feeling sweaty. It's quite a thing. But this will lead to an impromptu match. And that is Death Riot, Rina Yamashita, and Risa Sarah against Revelation. Boom. And that's 10 minutes. Yeah, they're just going to whoop their ass. They're just going to whoop their ass fairly quickly. Let's go Risa Sarah getting the win in that. Open match. Nah, actually, no. It's going to be an ass whooping. Decisive win. There you go. And book that segment. And I think... Oh, our main event is coming up. We got our 2 main event participants. We've got Himika and Saya Kamitani. And that is 2 minutes before that. Let's see here. What should this be on? Maybe not overness. Acting? We'll have it be acting. Because they like each other. They've been around. They're hesitant, but a possible title match is on the line for this. So, of course, they're going to get involved in it. Of course, they're booked for it, so they're going to go for it. Himika Arita, Saya Kamitani. There we go. And this goes 25 minutes. And we have got Himika getting the win. And let's see here. We've got an open match. We've got a decisive win. I think that's about it. Yeah, everything else is pretty A-okay, I think. So there you go. And final closing bit for the event. Angle. Toss it in. 2 minutes. Hikari Noah dragging out Sayuri Namba, as we're going to have her and Himika fighting at the next event. So let's see here. Charisma. This is her microphone. She doesn't do anything, but it kind of puts them both over because we're building up their match for next event. What do you want? All right. It's just that there's no announcers. That's fine. That's fine. Save it. 129 minutes. That's exactly what I booked. Okay, cool. I got it all figured out perfectly. Now we can go. Potential issues are dealt with, and we can go. All right, IdolPro Live Stage 21, 266 people, a near sellout in Shikiba First Ring here in Tokyo, as we are coming off our January event that featured a major championship change. The Royal Spirit Championship changed hands as Momo Watanabe defeated Mei Saruga. And here she is opening up the show, celebrating with the title, holding it up, telling people, of course, that it was her destiny to win this, and now she has fulfilled her destiny. And now that she is the champion, nobody else is on her level, and she will be champion for a long time to come. And she gets a little bit of a tune-up match against fresh from Stardom is Rena. She left along with her, at least one of her sisters, and is going to have a bit of a tune-up match here. Title will not be on the line, but it doesn't really matter because it only goes 7.5 minutes of Momo beating on Rena, eventually picking her. I forgot I gave her the Vertebreaker. Eventually drops her down with the Vertebreaker and gets the win as Momo Watanabe with an easy win here tonight in our opening match. Initial rating of awful. That's fine. Hikari Noa and Ram Kaicho come out, and Hikari plans on fighting for the title after her success last month as well. And Ram Kaicho wants to prove that she can be in the battle for the Royal Spirit Championship as well. So she is laying down an open challenge for the next event. Anyone that wants to come out and challenge her, that will take place. So she's announcing it ahead of time for anyone who wants to show up next week at Live Stage 22 to face Ram Kaicho. But for now, Hikari Noa is going to face off against Mio Momono. Both of them successful last month, as it seems to be sort of not quite a tournament, but nonetheless big matchup here to perhaps determine the next challenger for the first challenger for the Royal Spirit Championship against Momo. And we have Hikari Noa and Mio Momono going 17.5 minutes. Eventually, obviously with some cheating, Hikari Noa getting the victory here and gets a strong win against Mio Momono. And after this, Ram's still out there to be involved in the Momo match. Mika Iwata comes out, and we haven't seen her in a little bit, and she is going to be the one immediately to answer. She says you're not even going to have to wait until the next event. Mika Iwata is answering the open challenge, and it will be Mika Iwata versus Ram Kaicho at Live Stage 22. I don't even think I can really book that, considering we're doing it right now. But nonetheless, I won't worry about it. But there you go, Mika Iwata and Ram Kaicho at the next event. We have a 6-person tag coming up. Mei Saruga, the former champion, looking to get a little bit of momentum back here with the Bakuretsu sisters, who had a slightly better event as Yuki Aino made her return after the brutal attack a couple of months ago from Ram and Hikari. And they're looking to regroup after their losses, but they have Yuki Aino back, and Mei Saruga expresses a little bit of regret that she felt like she let her fans down, but nonetheless is going to work hard to get back into the title picture. Oh, Nautica's got a gimmick that's doing stale. Okay, I'll have to change that. Nonetheless, Mei Saruga and the Bakuretsu sisters getting the win here in just over 12 minutes against Arisu Endo and the Sleep Train Angels, as Mei Saruga picks up Himawari Unagi, of all people, gets up the long limb Unagi for a brain buster, drops her down, and gets the victory there, as at least Bakuretsu sisters and Mei Saruga getting a little bit of their momentum back. And they did seem to carry a good chunk of it there, considering Arisu was not nearly as good as the others. Jesus. We go back as Miyakoko is once again trying to give a bit of a deathmatch hardcore extreme edge to Lady C. As last time we saw them, they went to they went to training with the legendary deathmatch wrestler Jun Kasai, and this time they're going to a foreign deathmatch wrestler in the UK's own Drew Parker. And they're going to continue her edge training here with Drew Parker, as Lady C is not happy about this at all. But Miyako is basically shoving her along for this. And we get the Strong Kickers. They're going out on the streets to talk about, what they've accomplished recently. And they're not happy about it. And in fact, they're looking for a fight. They're getting in the faces of random people in the crowd, not in the crowd, but on the sidewalks, and just kind of getting up in people's faces and being a nuisance, berating them, and tell the camera as they're walking that they want a match, and they are more than happy to show up at Live Stage 22 next week for their match. And as we had booked last time, Rin Katakura and Honori Hana facing off here in a match, just to kind of just a friendly match to see who's better than the other. And it does take a little over 16 minutes to have that happen, but Honori Hana ends up locking Rin Katakura in a submission, forces her to tap, and Honori Hana taking the win. And Hana, grabbing a mic, says that she would like to start looking into challenging for the title as well, but immediately is descended upon by Revelation, Abaddon, and Haruna Neko as they start laying in a beating on her. And out for the save comes Death Riot, Risa Sera and Rina Yamashita, and they start brawling against Revelation here, knocking them all over Shinkiba first ring before eventually throwing them into the ring, and we will have our official match. Death Riot versus Revelation. Great wrestling. Good wrestling, great heat. But it didn't even last 8 minutes as Risa Sera hits the Ayers Rock against Haruna Neko, and Risa Sera and Rina Yamashita getting the win here tonight. And we get to our main event. It is Himeka Arita and Saya Kamitani. They were both successful in their last event, and they seem a little bit hesitant to wrestle one another, but realize that this has Royal Spirit Championship implications. So they shake hands and look forward to the competition as to who will be the better woman. And it takes over 23 minutes to find that out. Fantastic heat and great wrestling, but nonetheless a great match between the two. Eventually Himeka Arita lifts up Saya Kamitani and locks in the torture rack and forces her to submit. And Himeka Arita getting the win here. And this has Hikari Noa come running out with, of course, the announcer Sayuri Namba, and forces Namba to read what the paper says. And it says, per Idolfight management, with Himeka Arita's win, that means Himeka will be facing Hikari Noa at the next event at Live Stage 22 next week for the #1 contendership to the Royal Spirit Championship. And that is how the show ends. 56, goddamn. All right. Himeka did a good job. Hikari did a pretty good job. Who else did pretty okay? I'll do May. May Saruga did good. Oops. And you know what? Yep. Praise for their performance. Praise for their performance. And praise for their performance. Seemed pleased. Was happy. Seemed pleased. There you go. One more show. God damn it. One more show. And then I can go to bed. It's 12:30 already. I'm sweaty. I'm tired. That's all right. Nothing there. Live stage. And we go Thursday, week 3. Yeah, availability. Everyone's available for that. Not a big deal. Active, save. And there you go. Let me make sure. Yep, it's set. 6 days from now. Got some good money. We've lost some money, but I think we'll get it back. Do that there. All right, it's been a week. How are we at? There you go. 1,900 in debt. We're getting some money back. We're getting a little bit of money back. That's pretty good. Could be a hell of a lot worse. I'm going to get this done one way or another. I'm going to finish this and then head to bed. All right, come on. Anything? Doesn't look like it. AEW hired Chad Gable as well as Dominic Mysterio. Dragon Gate's still looking at hiring new people. They swear to God they're getting to get new people. What do you want? What's the mail? Yep, Mysterio and Gable. And I think that means I could probably just go to my short list real quick and just dump them out of it because doesn't matter and doesn't, there we go. Doesn't matter. There we go. Cool. Next. Love of God, finish up. I'm tired. I'm tired too. Trust me. And sweaty. Come on. Process it. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Anything? Take over Portland, Rev Pro, new champion in NXT. Drake Maverick's the NXT North American champion. Jake Lindo storms out of a show. Manny got injured. Gabby Gastrovini. AEW hired Adrian Severe. Okay. Doesn't look like anything else. Doesn't look like anything else I need to care about. So, all right, next day. Oh, yeah. 4,500 people. Cool. All right. Run your shows. Do it. All-nighter. Fuck no. We'll just call in right now. Just call into work. Fuck it. If anyone says anything, I'm sick. Let's see here. Royce Isaacs. Nothing. This production change. Oz just really keeps thinking they're not going to bleed money, but they keep doing it. Sami Callihan got signed to AEW. Could you imagine if that actually happened? I mean, he did have the one incident with the bat in Impact, but it was kind of an accident, but he doesn't seem like all that bad of a guy. I mean, he does some good shows here in Iowa. But maybe AEW is not. I don't know. AEW used Nick Gage, for God's sake. I can see Sami Callihan showing up. Maybe for a John Moxley thing. All right. Let's see here. Nothing. I don't see anything new. Good. No letters. Done. All right. 16 segments is all I got to pull out of my ass. I say pull out of my ass, but I already have it written down. I just got to throw that thing in the game. Come on. Man, it's chugging. New feud for Dolph Ziggler. Great. Yeah, he's facing Finn Balor. Andrade. Oh, yeah, he's still at WWE and is facing Drew McIntyre. Hector Guerrero is leaving the business. Dragon Gate's still hiring more people. There was a Giant Baba Memorial show in the O2. No, that wouldn't happen. They would obviously do that in Caraquan Hall. It probably should be. If they're going to do a memorial show for a specific guy, I feel like they could have lined it up to have it at least be in this in the region it would definitely be in. All right. There we go. Nothing. Good to go. All right. Mail. Deshaun Pratt can work in new areas. That's cool. Event time. Hooray. No, we're not doing Yokohama Radiant Hall. We're doing Shinkiba. I'm going to at least sell the fucker out before I decide to move up. Hi, how's it going? I'm tired. I'm past my bedtime, and I'm just trying to knock out this last event because I've done fucking 5 of them already. All right. 16 segments. Let's do it. Ah, with the incidents. Can you stop getting in trouble? All right, Himika. Create a free drinks. All right, everyone's getting drunk for the night. Cool, that's great. Unagi got brought before Wrestler's Court. I don't think they have that in Japan, but if we'll do it. Why not? I could see Kyoko Kimura getting in Unagi's face about something if she did wrong, and Unagi just taking it because it's Himawari Unagi. She's only been around for like 2.5 years, 3 years maybe, and she spent one of it injured. Sayuri Namba. Momo. Entertainment. Minor success. This is what happened. You know, the good news is that once you really start knowing how to play TEW, things can get a little bit faster. Mika Owada. Ram Kaicho, save it there. We do 22 minutes total. Come on. Nope, that's not what I want. I want to draw. We're going open match, and we're going... Where is it at? Time limit finish. Although I think a lot of these matches have gone beyond 20 minutes anyway, we're still just doing 20 minutes. We can come back with this match. Furious. Oh, God damn it. Keep her strong. How about that? There you go. No, shut up. God damn it. Really? Protector. There. Keep her strong and protect her. God damn it. Fuck. Just take a draw. It's not even like you're losing. It's a time limit draw. All right, angles. Plop that in. What is it? Mika Owada, and Ram Kaicho. They're going to continue fighting, so they're doing fighting and fighting. It's going to kind of build them both up even more because they're still fighting even after the time limit bell. There you go. Angle. Drop it in. 2 minutes. Hikari Noah. And she's doing a backstage promo, so microphone minor success. Boom. 4 segments done. All right, let's see here. Random tag team kind of thrown in here. We've got Hanan and Asahi taking on Mocha Miyamoto and now Kakuta. There it is. Boom. Throw that in there. I see 15 minutes, so we throw 15 minutes in there. Let's give Now the win. And open match and decisive win. Yeah, it's just a basic tag match. Kind of a throwaway tag, honestly. Not much there. And let's see. Throw this in here. We've got a 2-minute vignette with Abaddon and Haruna Neko and Michiko Miyagi as their leader. They're going to have a thing, not entertainment microphone because it's a vignette. But it puts them over for this vignette. There we go. Drop this in. Let's see. Angle. Boom. This is Miyako Matsumoto with Lady C, and this time she goes to Risa Sera because she thinks she's ready to go. She's like, you know what? You've had your training. Time to have a practice match. Excuse me? Yep, throw her into the wolves before she gets killed. Boom. All right, match. Drop it in. Michiko Miyagi and Honori Hana. We got 18 minutes total. We've got Miyagi getting the win. We'll open match because they're kind of even. Decisive win though. We're actually gonna make this. What's the name of the Joshi promotion? I call it Idolfight Project. I might change it. I did have the idea of changing the name. I really could have done it before all of this. But yeah. There we go. But I think at some point I'm gonna end up changing the name to something else. I'm not sure yet. Let's see here. Reika. Oh boy, this whole thing is about Reika getting back into a wrestling ring, despite the fact that she's on TV shows. Oh, that's sad, considering what's happened in the last month. But nonetheless, get her back in the ring. And another one. Angle. Drop it in. 4 minutes. Marikoto. That would be Maria Takeda and Mako. Where is it at? Makoto Shindo. Maria's hurt. At least in kayfabe. She's hurt and not able to wrestle tonight. They were gonna have a tag team match, but that's not gonna happen now. There we go. So kayfabe injury means they're not gonna be able to wrestle. And speaking of wrestling, someone who wanted to wrestle would be the Strong Kickers. Yuki Kamifuku and Mirai Mayumi. And they're going to come out for Maria and Mikoto. And let's see here. Dr. Bombser. So she's going to have to sell. And she's going to be rated, I guess, on her fighting for this, but she's also going to cut a promo. So I'd say it's minor successes here, neutral, and a minor defeat because she's getting slammed. So there you go. And a match that leads up to a tag match since they're already out here for their tag match. Strong Kickers are going to take on JK Fallen Stars. Drop that in there. 14 minutes. Easy peasy. Mirai gets the win. Just Dr. Bombing the shit out of people tonight. Probably Dr. Bombs one onto the other. Decisive win. In fact, we're not even going to make it open because I feel like there's a bit of a difference there. And yeah, 12 minutes, but yeah, we'll eventually do that. Boom. Oh my God, 4 more segments. 4 more segments. Angle. Drop it. 2 minutes. This is once again Kamiyu, Mirai. She's gonna talk. They're both gonna get over. They're both gonna be white hot. Done. All right, main event. But before that, quick angle before the main event. Come on, there we go. 1 minute. Momo Watanabe is going to come out like she said she would. Boom. Momo's coming out with the title belt. Number 1 contendership. 1v1, of course. Shit. I had to think for a second. Hikari Noah and Himiko Arita. There we go. Boom. Number 1 contendership, Royal Spirit title. And this is going 22 minutes total. And we've got Himeka taking the win. I'm going to make it an open match because this could have gone either way, but a decisive finish. Let's go pinfall. I'm not going to have Hikari tap out. Something where she gets knocked out pretty much. I guess she could tap out. That's fine. We'll keep it where it is. Fuck it. We'll just keep it where it's at. Does she have a pinfall move? Oh, I'd have to look on the something else. I'll look at it later. Doesn't matter. There we go. All right. Final segment to end the show. Boom. 3 minutes. Himeka Arita. She's going to confront Momo since she's there. Plans to humble her. Gets on the mic and lets her know. And minor successes for both of them to put over this upcoming championship match. 119 minutes. That's exactly what I booked. So we are good and good. All right. Booking analysis. Did I screw anything up? Nope. All right. Save it, send it, ship it. All right, IdolPro Live Stage 22, 285. We had 5 empty seats in the building. Nearly sold out Shinkiba first ring for this. What a way we've gone already in the last almost 2 years of this. Sayori Namba runs down the card, but of course before she can do all that, Momo Watanabe comes out, interrupts, and lets it be known that it's not down on her little sheet, but she will be coming out with the championship to be ringside for the main event tonight for the number 1 contendership fight. And we get our opening matchup, Mika Iwata versus Ram Kaicho, a 20-minute time limit. Exceptional match between the both of them. Holy God, Mika. But nonetheless, they fought each other until the 20-minute time limit expired, of which we got no winner for it, and we have a draw. So there you go. Great chemistry. That's good. That's a very good. That's a strong opening match. God damn. But both Mika Iwata and Ram Kaicho decided they were not done with each other after this. So despite the fact that the match was over, they still kept fighting one another. Staff had to come out and kind of get involved in some of the underlings. On ringside also had to come out and get involved and separate them. I was hearing something. Almost sounded like sirens from far away, but I think it's the music. I don't have my headphones on, so that might have been what it was. Either way, we come here next. Hikari Noa is backstage preparing for her match. Talks about finally getting her shot at the title. She said it's been too long since she's had the opportunity to fight for the Royal Spirit Championship. And now she's just got to beat Himeka, and that is it. She'll be in the Royal Spirit Championship match. And we go to a tag team match here. Hanan and Asahi. Taken down, though, by Moka Miyamoto and now Kakuta. Just over 13 minutes. A little bit of a quick back and forth match between them. Now Kakuta getting the win, pinning Hanan. And there you have it. Not much else to say about that. It was good I picked now, though. She's already she was the top one out of the 4. It wasn't really saying too much, I think. Considering what's 17, 19, and 21, 22. So, yeah, she's the veteran here. Either way, Revelation are backstage. They've got a vignette in some sort of location. They're discussing how proud that Abaddon and Haraneko are of destroying Honori Hana in the last event. And they discuss future plans. Michiko Miyagi, of course, wants them to continue destroying tag teams in IdolPro. And, of course, she wants to fight for the Royal Spirit Championship. But for right now, Honori Hana did want to get a level of revenge, and she will get that opportunity coming up. But first, Miyako Matsumoto has been working on the last few events here with Lady C to bring a little bit of edge to her, give her a little bit more of an attitude, and try to get her a little bit more extreme. And who more extreme than a deathmatch wrestler herself than Risa Sera? Once again, Lady C's been training with some deathmatch people. Miyako Matsumoto tells Risa Sera about it and decides she wants to give Lady C the ultimate test to prove herself, and says they might not quite do a full deathmatch, but they're at least going to do a hardcore match at the next event to see where Lady C is at. And of course, against, of all people, Risa Sera, known for her death matches, and Lady C not happy about this, to say the very least. We get Michiko Miyagi going up against Honori Hana. Honori Hana trying to get a measure of revenge from the attack from Revelation. Fantastic Heat and Great Wrestling went just over 16 minutes. She tried her best and came up short as Michiko Miyagi took her down and dove off with a swanton bomb, connected, and got the 3 count. Michiko Miyagi now with a strong case for being a contender once again for the Royal Spirit Championship. Reika Saiki, we have not seen too much from Reika Saiki recently. She's been away shooting a TV show. And, God, in real life, she actually just recently retired. There's so many retired people on this show in just the last 2 years. But she's been away shooting TV shows and doing some things in mainstream television. But she's going to be back at the next event for a wrestling match. She's excited for whatever match she will have in March. Mari Koto comes out, and Maria unfortunately has hurt herself in the weeks prior to this event. She's not going to be able to wrestle tonight, so they will not have themselves a tag team match. Sounds like they are set to face the Strong Kickers, so there will be a substitute. Do you do broadcasting? I do not do broadcasting. I don't know if I really have the voice for it. I kind of have the inflections, but I don't know. I do my best. That's the best I could say is I do my best. But nonetheless, Maria is hurt. She's unable to wrestle. They were set to face the Strong Kickers tonight, and that did not happen. So she will be back soon, and they will be able to face off very soon. Of course, Strong Kickers out. Not very happy about this. They've been looking for a fight, but they come out mocking Maria's injury. And after they kind of get in their face and trade some insults, they push Maria to the ground and grab Makoto Shindo, and Mirai hits the doctor bomb on Makoto Shindo and leaves her laying. So we did have a replacement for it. It is, of course, Ruaka and Rina, the JK Fallen Stars, and not quite up to the level of Maria and Makoto. They do their best for nearly 12 minutes, but good heat, decent wrestling. The Strong Kickers still once again successful in their match here. Mirai grabbing Ruaka this time and doctor bombing her into the mat and getting the 3 count. Strong showing from Kamiyu, 52, as everyone else was in the 30s. I'm really trying to get Mirai up there. Mirai should be higher up there. She's definitely going to be a very strong wrestler, and I think we just got to give her reps, basically. Kamiyu grabs a mic post-match. They further run down Marikoto and the injury, and once again say that they are the best tag team in IdolPro, and they're willing to prove it over and over and over again. Main event time. The new Royal Spirit champion Momo Watanabe coming out with her belt to watch this from ringside to determine who is going to be her first title defense. Hikari Noa and Himeka Arita for the #1 contendership for the Royal Spirit Championship. An exceptional match between the both of them. Great work from both of them, honestly. Just over 20 minutes, Himeka Arita ends up slamming her down, getting a pinfall victory. I should really give her like a slam some sort of big slam move. I don't know, like a sit out spine buster. That's what I think. Either a sit out spine buster, or even more so, I think it was Lance Cade that used to do it. The choke buster. That was like a spine buster, but you grabbed him by the throat. That was always one. Just borrow that. I don't think he'll mind. I don't. Himeka gets the win and beats Hikari Noa, and she will be challenging Momo Watanabe in the near future for the Royal Spirit Championship. Grabs a mic post-match as Momo stares her down with the belt. Grabs a mic and she says that Momo just in the last couple of weeks here, her ego has become too big already, and she said she was able to prove herself as the Royal Spirit Champion, but she really plans on humbling her in the title match, and proves that Momo is not nearly as good as she likes to think that she is. And that is the show. Come on. That is the show. 60. God damn. All right. First off, Mika Iwata and Ram Kaicho did an amazing job. And I'm also going to give it to Himeka for carrying to a great main event. So great out of that. You know what? Compliment her, but I'm going to praise the other two, because they really carried the shit out of their matches. Oh, god damn. Oh, my water. I still haven't. Has it gotten warm yet? Mm. Yeah, it's not nearly as cold. It's getting there. It's getting to room temperature. That's not good. Ram believes that Lady C is going to be a star. That's nice. That's good. Let me see here. I just want to get to the end of the month. All right, we're getting to Saturday. That means there is 8 days left to sim. At this point, it's basically just counting up our money and hoping that we break even, at least on Idolfight, and don't lose our asses too hard on Vertigo. Kenny Omega is going on hiatus. Wow, that's, you know what? That's great. How unknown return date. Oh my God, how amazing is that? Is he also like in a? Can I look at his? No, it's not personal info. Maybe it's skills to see. Yeah, he's banged up even here too. I love that. I think that's kind of funny how, even though this is based off of 2020 Kenny Omega, the timing is still pretty damn good. Like, obviously he did it a couple months earlier in real life, but the timing is still amazing that happened, where he's going to be on an indefinite hiatus to heal up. Dragon Gate totally going to be getting new people. All right, nothing going on there. Greg Excellent. This picture makes him look like he's actually lost a ton of weight. I remember Greg Excellent used to be super fat, but he actually looks slim in this. Maybe it's just that picture, but who knows? He doesn't have like a big double chin or anything like that. New Japan loaned Hiroshi Tanahashi to CMLL. Madison Rain became the Impact Knockouts champion. Shoko Nakajima, Retrus knows, that's fine. Few days to heal, no problem. Peter Avalon, damaged shoulder. All right, that's about it there. Yep, tell me the Shoko's injured, and then the other thing will tell me about the show. 4,500 once again. That's fine. We're still doing okay numbers. Whew, one more week. Come on. Week 4. Let's do this. God damn it. Just going to sit here right in my fan. Evil that men do. It'll let me know. Uh-oh. Asuka got injured. 6 months to fully heal. That's not good. Rated RKO won the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. All right. This guy's leaving the business. Pay rise requests. Situation has changed. She withdrew. Okay, well, that's good because I don't have that much money. I don't know how much money you wanted, but it was probably more than I really wanted to hand out. Ugh. I could feel it. I could feel the tired. We're past 1 a.m. Ugh. This is not good. I really shouldn't have started this late. I knew I shouldn't have either. I was sitting here like, fuck it. I'm really going to have to fucking... Oh my God. She actually did get hurt. She actually did get hurt. I put a kayfabe injury on for an angle and then she got fucking hurt. Broken collarbone. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Are you goddamn kidding me? I kayfabed an injury and then she got hurt for real. Holy shit. God damn it. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to extend out the rivalry a little bit. Jesus. Let's see here. Colonel Robert Parker left. Didn't he already left, really? Incoming from Dragon Gate, still doing that. Jeremy Leary and Skyler. I've never really heard that. And, yep, that's about it. All right, we're almost there. Yukinori Matsui. Dude, he's got such a great, pinfall. I think he's the one where you really hear him when he does it, because it's not just like 1, 2. It's like 1, 2. It really has a very distinct sound to it when he counts. Timothy Thatcher's hurt. That's fine. Nothing else. NXT and Dynamite still going up against one another because that's the way it was when I started this save. Man, if I started this save like a year later, it's amazing all the stuff that changed. It's amazing when I started this, it's amazing just how much the wrestling business has changed within like a year. So I'm sitting here right before speaking out. I'm sitting here with a still alive Brody Lee. Camille broke her hand. That shouldn't be too bad, I think, right? A few weeks. Okay, that'll be fine. AEW choose Kenny Omega. Oh, he's the figurehead. See, Cody's still here. He's feuding with Chris Jericho. The Hand. Kaylee Ray's pregnant. Is she like dating anyone in this thing? Stevie Xavier. I'd have to see that. I don't think I know who Stevie Xavier is. I'd have to see who he is. Come on, I could feel it. I could feel it almost done. A lot of stuff, not much going on. Shoko's injured again. This time it's a damaged neck. Okay, well, it's not broken. Damn it, Dragon Gate. Eddie Kingston's winning more indie belts because he's not signed to AEW yet. We're almost there. Alley Cat changed her name slightly. Let's see here. Train forced offline. Who cares? Not there. Maya Yukihi retiring. I think in real life, 28. Yeah, she's retiring now. Oh, rising. Oh, I thought it said retiring. I'm like, in real life, she was just on Twitter talking about how she wants to work in America. I don't know how that's gonna go exactly, but yeah, I know that was the thing, that she wanted to work in America. Although she's not really directly linked to really any of the major promotions that work with anyone in America. All right, we finally made it to March. Chris Jericho is the AEW World Champion again at Revolution. New champions in Dragon Gate. Oh, BB Hulk and Pain Incorporated. The Triangle Gate. Oh, lost it to KZ and Elite. Cody regained the TNT title. Well, at least that's fairly accurate. Thunder Kitty and Larry D. Interesting. Theodore Long's leaving the wrestling business. YouTube Premium. Other extensions. That's fine. All right. Think we're good. Quick look at where we're at with this. We made $747, so that's not too bad. $1,500 jump in worker costs since we took probably our most expensive people and put them out there. But nonetheless, we managed to make some okay money, it looks like. So can't complain too much about that. The big one here is Vertigo. See what we're at. $4,800. We lost $1,400, which is still not even... We only spent $40 less than we did last month. We got an extra $900 now that we're in even more places. So not too bad. We're already closing the gap again on that. So we're going to probably start making money again here within a few months. The key is going to be when we can eventually run another broadcasted show on its own, so we could have sort of our pay-per-view event separate from our TV taping. I'll figure out all the events and TV and stuff later. But nonetheless, that is February 2022. That is the next set of tapings and IdolPro shows. And nonetheless, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. It is well past my bedtime. I am sweating in front of this fan. And I desperately need to go to bed so that I can go to work in the morning. So thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching as well. And I will see you guys next time.